Good morning. I'm Anne-Marie from the BickertonGrace Gallery and I'm here with Piluca.
Hi.
So Piluca's here today. I kidnapped her actually to talk about her journey as a photographer to now and also taking part in the Sentiment collection, which I'm so pleased that I've nabbed her, and her piece is really, really powerful and I want to ask her about that. But before we do that, let's talk about you as an artist. So let's just get a little insight from you from then till now. So when you realised that this was your calling, as
art?
an artist, has it always been?
Always.
Always.
Always, Anne-Marie. It is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
My youngest, as far as my memory goes, of being a human, not that I have another memory, I've always been creative.
That would be very interesting. I'm glad to know that you've always been a human. Yeah.
I always remember myself drawing, painting, even if I was outdoors, and it was a bit of mud, I would just be sculpting something.
Yeah.
On primary school, as young as 6, I remember my schoolmates, they used to ask me, oh, what do you want to be? You know, people used to say the typical ballerina and this.
Yeah.
I always said, I'm going to be a painter. So yeah, basically always.
Yeah.
That's always been my calling, and it is not what I wanted to do, it's what I need to do.
And did you study, or were you self-taught? What was that?
Well, back in Spain, before coming here, I've lived here for nearly 27 years.
Yeah.
Back in Spain, I did a couple of years of law, and then I came here for holiday, and I ended up staying, and then I did 2 years of art and design,
Yeah.
and then I went to Kingston University to do a degree in fine art.
Okay, so you really did
Yes.
The law, that was interesting. I mean, that completely, when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine,
Yeah.
because of knowing the side of you that is just
I would have caused too much
so
mayhem
creative.
in a court. So yeah, I'm
They
glad I
wouldn't
didn't.
know how to handle you, would they?
No.
But you could have distracted them into winning cases.
Maybe, yeah.
So obviously was that before you had a family, or?
So, well, funny that you asked that, because he was on 3rd year of my degree, the last year that I got pregnant and gave birth. And then, you know, you and I, we've talked privately about this. Being a female artist, it is tough in many reasons, which I'm not going to debate now. But being a mom, to me particularly, I'm going to speak for myself. I focused more on my children. They're my biggest pieces of art.
Yeah, biggest creation, aren't they?
Exactly.
Yeah,
so, and I tried my mighty to combine the both, but it couldn't be. So something had to give, and it was my arts practice. So I did other jobs with some creativity in here and there, marketing, but I focused more on my kids because there is a 10-year gap between them, and the first 6 years, 7 years is crucial. You know, is when they're growing up and when they need you the most.
Yeah.
I kind of stopped my art practice. So my eldest is now 18.
Wow.
My youngest is 7.
Yeah.
So now that he's 7, I feel like I have more time and more independency to.
Because he's more independent now, isn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is what everything is coming together. Anne-Marie, the timing is perfect. My life itself, everything that has been happening is everything is kind of like come to the point that, you know, it's just happening. I'm not controlling anything, it's out of my control, it's just happening.
But the thing I see in you as well, I mean, you are such a creative bubble, and it isn't just 2D, it's 3D, it's animation.
Yeah, I've worked in animation for the past 2 years.
I mean, it really does cover everything, and I love that, because I feel that as well. You know, when you're not just stuck in one box, it's very much that you're drawn on by all of the experiences that are around you, and you feed off
Absolutely.
everything that gets you to where you get to with your art pieces. So yeah, that's a wonderful thing to watch, which is why I'm really excited to see your exhibition, because I've seen the bits of you, but I haven't seen it kind of laid out in that way. And I think watching your exhibition will be quite a storytelling.
It's actually
journey.
A story. It is called The Journey, and it's literally my journey. Well, it's the culmination of my life into the period of 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
A lot of things have happened, and this collection, I literally purchased it. I didn't intend it at all.
Yeah.
I was actually in a studio to do a sculpture, and I ended up doing these paintings. I couldn't, every day I thought to myself, I need to do the sculpture, and I ended up doing the paintings.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what I was doing. I recorded every single day, and if you look at the videos, I always said, see what happens, because I didn't know what was happening.
Really organic process.
100%,
Yeah.
100%, and that's something, when I looked back, when I finished, I was actually taken aback. I'm thinking, what did I just do? It was crazy, very nice. So yeah, it's gonna be, it's very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to the show.
So when I approached you about being one of the artists in the sentiment collection, do you know what I loved when I spoke to you about it? It was almost like, I mean, the energy you give off is phenomenal anyway, and I love talking to you because I get like, la, 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 and I feel so energized after I've spoken to you. But your reaction to when I asked you was beautiful. I wish I could have recorded that moment, because you were like, oh my gosh. You were just like, yes, of course, because I think the whole idea of the sentiment collection is connection, it's connecting through art. I mean, it's our language, isn't it? It's what we breathe it, we eat it, we are it. And yeah, when you said yes, I was like, oh, this is wonderful.
But I felt, honestly, like the universe, if you put yourself on my shoes, I'm having this journey, and the collection is happening, and I'm thinking, wow. And all of a sudden, from nowhere, you just come from the universe, and tell me about the sentiment piece, and I'm thinking, is this really happening? I'm actually having to pinch myself, because this is so beautiful, and it's so me. Connection, everything is about connecting with my work. I mean, I'm lucky enough to do something that I love doing. And what I want to do with it is connect to other people, because everyone goes in a journey, and I want to be honest about my journey, and I want to open and be vulnerable about it. And if I can connect to them through this, and in a way maybe inspire or let them think about themselves, I'm made. And your piece is so strong because it's all about that. You're connecting so many people all at once, and then it's so beautiful. I mean, each piece and the work you put into it, it's just beautiful. I'm honestly bowled over with you.
So your piece that you chose for the sentiment collection is a really powerful image. It's a lot about where you are right now. And also what I loved, because obviously I took the image and divided it down, and then I saw, because when I take the image to divide, I'm obviously looking at it very closely, and then there was this little sketching on the side, and then you told me that Malachi had a hand in it. There was a piece of him in there.
The piece is called, the sentiment piece is called Reborn. And whilst I was doing it, this piece, it's so many layers upon layers, upon layers, upon layers. I did a layer, and then I delete, and then another one. It's a little bit, you know, like when I was very little and going in Madrid, the old town, you see the walls with posters and old posters from years and years. People keep on putting posters, and our lives are made of layers. But sometimes layers far behind, they keep on coming back up. When I was doing this piece, and I'm there, Malachi, my little one, he draws a lot in the wall, which I do at home as well, so which is drawing everywhere. And I turn my back to do something, all of a sudden is with a marker, doodling on my painting. My first reaction was like, da, da. But then I'm thinking, carry on. Why not? He's my child, it's part of me. This is me, that piece, Reborn, is me. I can't be me without him.
He is that.
So I thought, bring it on, boy. Beautiful, and a happy accident.
A happy accident, and it was, because it's such a lovely little, it's a line drawing.
It's an artist.
And it just complemented,
yes, it does, doesn't it? His little things.
Oh, I loved it, I loved it.
Yeah,
I don't think that was the piece that the first piece, isn't that bit?
The cat. No, I don't think it belongs to that.
Piece. So we're showing the image now. So you've got the bull.
The bull, yes.
The bull is featuring very largely in this piece.
Yes.
Obviously that has
bull,
meanings to you.
the bull is my, some people would say animal totem. My logo is a bull. I've always identified with a bull. The bull is very important in Spain. Bullfighting, obviously. If you ever had the bad luck to watch a bullfighting fight, the animal gets tortured badly, very badly, but he keeps standing up and fighting back. I totally
relate to that.
100%. And you know, it's not just that. You know, like the Osborne bull is very popular in Spain back in the days. well, it's still there, you know, in the landscapes of Spain. So you normally would travel from Madrid to the coast in summer and, you know, on long trips when you're driving. I'm at the back of the car, Dad is driving. I'm just seeing those bulls. And they're so majestic and powerful and beautiful. I mean, I love bulls so much. And I've been up close with them many, many, many times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, beautiful. No, listen, they're very nice creatures. They're just animals. An animal is not bad unless
As long as you respect them.
poke him in the eye.
Yeah, or with a stick.
Yeah,
Stick.
exactly.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is, you know, and I have a lot of bulls. I've painted a lot of bulls in my life.
You've
I
used
still do. And this is something, is a thing that it keeps recurring. And I finished The Journey, which is an abstract collection, which I never did either, but it was like, it just came out. And now it's like kind of this collection I'm working on now, the bull came out straight away. This is the thing, I do what comes from here.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't really come from there, it comes from here. And I think it's a mix of both. So let's see what this other journey
and the
takes
words,
us.
you've got the words in there, the strong,
very
the
important,
brave,
yes.
which is really powerful, and I love the words in it. And for me, dividing it, the words are really quite lovely because you can get a little piece of those words as well when you divide it up. So then the sentiment pieces, they're going to travel. So we've got 100 artists in the collection.
Yes.
And each piece is divided into 1,000 pieces, and they can travel all over the world.
Which is amazing. It's just really, this is what your project to me is so special, because not only I'm going to be the one that is going to get some pieces from other artists, you're connecting artists, you're connecting collectors, you're connecting people.
Just people.
And this is just beautiful, because who are we if we're not connected to someone else? I mean, you can drop me in the middle of the desert by myself, no one else ever again. And what? Then what? Life has no meaning whatsoever. So we need each other. And I know it's like, bring the violin, but it's true. So, you know, I'm all for, guys, get a piece.
Connect.
You want a piece of me?
Yeah, but it's now. It's a record of now, of the time now.
Absolutely.
We've just gone through something quite powerful, something really global, and you know, in this time, people are going to look back at this time. And the one thing that we always records time is art.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes, yes.
Through archives and everything else, art is always going to be there. It's always going to be a moment in history.
Well, art always tells the pass of times, and you can actually see how, you know, a decade went just by looking at the art.
And the artists of that time as well.
Absolutely, yes. Well,
we are nearly at the point where we're doing the book, which is called Artists of Our Generation, which will showcase the 100 artists in the Sentiment collection. And I think that will be an amazing archive as well, of now, you know, of what we've all just been through and what we're going through together, and the support. The one thing I've loved about doing this collection is the support between the artists, for each other, and you know, we have to help each other out, because it's that energy, it's the power from the images, from the creations, and we feel it.
Well, what I think, you know, Marie, artists, we have something that I think is rather beautiful, and is honesty. And whether it's not verbally, but it's through a piece of art. We're just pouring out what we feel into something. But this is, like I said, it's not just, it can be our particular journey, but our journey is always tangled up with other people's journeys. Yeah. So this is what you're doing with your sentiment piece. You're tying up a lot of souls together, and we're sharing, we're not alone, we are all in the same boat, really and truly. Like you say, COVID has hit globally. Everyone has been in the same place, scared, uneasy, and a lot of people are suffering the consequences still of COVID. I'm not just saying physically, I'm saying mentally.
Massively.
So, you know, it's very beautiful. It's someone that, something that...
And this is global.
This is, exactly.
It's artists from all over the world that have joined forces with this collection, this unique collection.
And you have such a different array of artists in there. I mean, even people that they are not just artists. You have doctor,
there's Dr. Pan, who is a psychologist, her art is such an incredible thing for her. And we've got the street artists like Mr. Mina here from Merwells.
Keith Lemon.
Keith Lemon, yes, the actors.
Because I call him before Lemon Keith.
The actors. We've got Ricky Wilson from the Kaiser Chiefs, who's come on board.
So you have all sorts of people doing this. It's incredible.
They're performance artists who are also incredible artists that we don't see that side.
We're all artists at something.
Yeah, we are.
At something. Even people don't believe themselves artists. I always tell them, you're an artist.
Yeah.
Or whatever you do, you're an artist. Or you're a cleaner. Put your soul onto it. And cleaning is not easy.
No, absolutely. So, well, obviously, I'm so happy that you're part of that.
I'm happy too.
But I just want to quickly talk about your exhibition.
All right.
So, Tuesday is the 20th.
So the exhibition, it's called The Journey.
Yeah.
The private view will be on Tuesday the 23rd, which unfortunately is only by invitation only. But if anyone is willing to come and see the exhibition, and I please would love if you do, it will run from the 24th to the 30th of November.
Yeah.
The exhibition is hosted at the Brixton Art Club in Brixton.
In Cold Harbour Lane.
I'm a Brixtonian, so it had to be there, and it's a beautiful, beautiful little gallery. And I'll be showing the collection, which is 15 pieces. And also, I will be showing a sculpture.
Yeah.
I will be showing a projection of me doing the artwork because I recorded myself in daily basis.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of dancing, prancing, monkeying around, and of course,
You
talking.
being you.
Is this me? Me. And then also, and I love this part, is there is a big self-portrait that I did on the walls of the studio. When the studio closed recently, because they're gonna...
Which studio was this?
Well, it was a building. It was a kind of pop-up building in Brixton.
Yeah.
And the building is gonna be demolished.
Yeah.
So they were doing, they were hiring the places to artists mostly. So
Yeah.
I had my studio there. When they decided the studio was gonna be closed, and I thought, no, my self-portrait. So I just cut the wall off and took it home with me. So that will be at the exhibition. And also the door, a fire door. I mean, I could have chosen any other door, but that's a heavy door. So I painted a bull. When I had spare time, when I'm doing the collection, well, just before going to pick up Malachi, maybe I have 15 minutes, because sometimes, just like, I don't want to touch it more, because then I can stop.
Yeah.
So sometimes I thought, okay, I have 15 minutes. What do? Draw. So bulls, obviously. So I go to the door and give myself 15 minutes. So I have all that recorded and on the door. So I took the door also. I took the wall and the door. So that will be showing on the exhibition at the Brixton Art Club from Tuesday.
And I will be there. I can't wait to see
you.
you
I can't
there.
wait to see you too.
Yeah.
I'm
we'll
so
go live
excited.
from there as well.
Oh my God!
We'll do a little live video when we're there, because we have to. If we can grab you at some point, because I'm sure you'll be really busy and in demand, but we'll try and snatch
Oh my
you.
God, no, I always stand for you. I absolutely adore you.
Oh, ditto. And a couple of the other artists I think are going to be there, I hope. I think Wana, who was exhibiting here last week, she will be there, and hopefully T, who's my partner in crime doing the skulls at the moment, he should be coming along too.
Big bunch, it's also like the day I was here for Wana's exhibition, and it was amazing because I met this big bunch of beautiful, strong artists, female, which
It was actually very
it
female,
was.
yeah.
I have one of the pictures on my.
You were there with Lily Esguardo, Jean Hunter,
Izquierdo.
and Jean Hunter, who had the.
I love her to bits. I mean,
in her hair.
people think I'm bonkers. They should meet her. I mean, she is amazing. This girl.
She is a walking piece of art, isn't she?
But she is.
Yeah.
I adore her. So this is the thing, and I get so much inspiration from seeing. Female artists for me, obviously I'm a female artist, so I know how tough it can be. It's very good. And we have a beautiful picture, the four of us, just being all posers. It's very nice.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. It was lovely, obviously, to have everyone here. It was amazing. And yes, the next one will be yours.
Yes, I can't wait.
So thank you.
Thank you.
For being part of the
And thank you guys for watching.
And for talking to me today, and for being kidnapped. I literally did kidnap her this morning.
She did. She put a blanket over my head, and I think I know I'm in a car with an otter. Yeah, her.
It was a lovely journey.
But I loved it. I love being kidnapped by her.
So if you go onto the website, www.BickertonGraceGallery.com, you can find Piluca's page on there. So you can see her sentiment piece that we've been talking about, and you can see how you can own one of these pieces. And you can also see the contact details for Piluca, so you can get in contact directly to her and then find out everything she's getting up to and doing.
Yeah, and I guess they can also buy a piece.
And they can buy a piece of your
from my reborn sentiment piece. So Christmas, get the wallets out.
Yeah, Christmas. The perfect gift.
It's a perfect gift. It's beautiful.
It's different.
And I'll particularly take you through that little piece and tell you what it means for me, because Yeah.
Yeah, because I think with yours, because there's so much detail in it, you can kind of
Yeah,
almost
so
see
many
where
different.
it's come
And the
from.
thing is, that funny enough, it's not just one piece. It is, and I have recorded the process, so you could see maybe from a
Yeah,
piece
the
that is on
making
that
of it.
corner, I can tell you what is underneath.
Yeah,
and
yes,
it's
with the
pictures of me
layers.
when I was 18.
Wow, the
I mean,
layers.
a couple of
Layers
years
are
ago.
so, I love layers in
I love layers
I
too.
love texture, I love layers, and you've got it going.
Yeah,
You've got the whole
exactly.
thing going on. So we will keep you posted on everything that Piluca is up to, and yes, everything with the sentiment collection and all the artists in the collection. So keep posted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.